This video is titled the Bitcoin Psyop, and it's titled that for a reason. I'm going to break down what this psychological operation is that we're all getting ourselves into. Now, first and foremost, you have to ask yourself the question, who created Bitcoin and why? Now, the current narrative in the mainstream media is that some cute Japanese programmer named Satoshi Nakamoto created the Bitcoin, but let's all be real. We know it's the CIA. We know it's the NSA. We know it's the FBI. And we know they've created it to launder money, to usher in a global financial reset and a greater wealth transfer, and to frustrate the hell out of us, basically. Now, why is this happening? This is happening because we as the people are going through one of the biggest changes in human history. We're going through the change of the reserve currency. I believe the US dollar will no longer be the strongest dollar. It's either going to be the Chinese digital yuan or some other form of digital currency that will overtake the US dollar. Now, quantitative easing after COVID is where they printed money and they've printed trillions of dollars of it, and it's not good for the currency. It's not good for inflation, and cryptocurrencies are predominantly deflationary assets, which is why people are flocking to them. So if you hear about cryptocurrency in the media, you might be thinking, I should get into this. This is going to make me so much money. I'm going to be a millionaire. In reality, you probably won't be a millionaire. You probably won't make any money at all. Based on Forex, something between 75 to 90% of people who get into the Forex trading don't make money. Now, in crypto, it's probably a bit less than that because it's a little bit easier. You just buy and hold assets, you don't have to trade them. But still, more than half the people who get into cryptocurrency will not make money. Why? Because they get psychologically sucked in. They see it go up, they buy, and then they see it go down, it crashes, and they sell at the crash on a loss. Do not do this, people. If you buy crypto assets today and you hold them for 5 years and you just blindly sell in 5 years, you will make a ton of money. But if you buy into the narrative of the ups and downs and the crashes and the doom and gloom and the FUD, the fear and doubt, then you will lose money. So I recommend what you do is you understand the greater wealth transfer that's going on, the global financial reset, and I'm going to break it down for you a little bit further. The World Bank and the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, are going to buy up all of the world's debt. They're going to say, hey, you, Mr. Mortgage owner, we're going to buy your house off you, and you can keep it and live in it, but we own it. And that's what they're going to do for everything, whether it's government debt, whether it's individual debt, so on. So, what does this mean? It means that we'll be living off a universal basic income. Now, the universal basic income is roughly going to be about 15 to 20,000 Australian dollars, and that's all you get to live off. Now, if you want to work, you can make more money, but most of us will lose our jobs to artificial intelligence. The technological singularity is here. Be ready, people, because we will be seeing Terminator-esque things in our lifetime. We will be seeing the rise of the machines, and the machines are going to take over government, and they're going to take over everything that we do. Now, this is the fastest technology has ever been moving in human history, and this is also the greatest financial collapse of all time, greater than that of ancient Rome. What can I tell you about ancient Rome? It wasn't a competing army that took them down. It was actually a internal banking failure that caused the empire to fall. And this is what's happening effectively with the United States Empire. They've effectively ran out the fiat train, and now it has crashed and will no longer get back to the final station. So, what is the final station? The final station is cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency is taking over the world. Right now, something like 10 to 20% of Australians are invested in cryptocurrency, and that's probably most of you watching this, but it'll probably get up to about 50 to maybe even 80% of people in the next 5 to 6 years. And everybody's going to be clamoring on to any little scrap of crypto they can find that's going to make them money. And most people will not make money. Most people will get burnt out. Most people will not understand the psychology of this market. And most people will fail. Now, what I'm telling you guys to do is to buy things like VeChain, XRP, and Hedera Hashgraph. And those are very solid assets. That's just the future. Assets playing into the remittance space, the central bank digital currency space, the digital currency space itself, and also financial wealth transfers. Now, this is the world that we live in. The wealth of the world is being redistributed, and we can take a piece of the pie, but you have to understand the fundamental analysis of this market. There are two types of analysis: fundamental, where you study the news, and technical, where you study the charts. Personally, I gravitate towards fundamental. I study a lot of the news. I read a lot of news articles. And I don't trust the mainstream crypto media, just like I don't trust the mainstream media. It's full of fear and doubt. It's full of stories that'll make your stomach turn. People buying Bitcoin with buying pizza with Bitcoin, I should say, and people doing all sorts of crazy things, losing their hardware wallets and tips and so on. It's just full of fear and doubt, and people just doubting themselves. If you have confidence in yourself, if you believe in yourself, if you believe that these markets are going to go up in the next 5 years, then you simply buy, hold, wait for a profit that you're happy with, and sell. It's that simple. If you just do that and do nothing else, you will make money. But not many people can do that, because most people get psychologically suckered in to what is a psyop, a psychological operation that there is no way out of. Everybody on earth is going to be doing this at some point, and we need to start educating our fellow brothers and sisters in this world that there is more to life than money. You need to find internal happiness, you need to find external happiness, and you need to find a greater purpose. Now, that's what I'm trying to work on, because, quite frankly, I have made my money in cryptocurrency. I could buy a Moon Lambo tomorrow. I could buy a Moon Ferrari tomorrow. But I don't want to do that. I want to stick this market out. I want to help the little guy. And if you want to help the little guy, or if you are the little guy, follow my channel, Add Investments in Time on Instagram, Add Investments in Time on YouTube. Just subscribe to this channel and hodl, and you will make some gains, because I'm giving you some gems every week. Every week I'm dropping new gems, not in terms of new cryptos, but in terms of new bits of information, new thoughts, new ponderings, and you need to wonder. This is what this market is about. It's a market of wonder, and the wonders of the world are things like Petra, the pyramids, and the latest wonder of the world is cryptocurrency. It's the eighth great wonder of the world, and it's a digital one, and it's purely a digital space where artificial intelligence is running rampant, and we don't know what we're doing. We're just people just following our tails. It's the blind leading the blind. That's why I wear these glasses, because I am a little blind, and I am leading you people, and I know that you guys are not the blind. That's why you're watching this. That's why you've gotten this far. So I'm going to reiterate, this is a psychological operation. The intelligence agencies of this world have created cryptocurrency to usher in a great wealth transfer and a global financial reset, and you need to be prepared. This is doom and gloom, but it's also boom and bust. If you boom, then you will be rich and you will have generational wealth, and that generational wealth will give you stealth. That's how I look at it. Now, if you don't agree, please put a comment in the comment section. If you do agree, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and happy hodling, people. Happy hodling.